Hello, Niklas. You are from Sweden. Can you please tell me more about you?
About myself, I'm a pensionist by now. I have 38 years of using drugs heavily. I've been studying a bit as well. And now for the last 9 years I've been the chairman of Stockholm Drug Users Union, which is a day center where you can get new clothing, you can get some food, you could get all that kind of service. But that's not our main purpose. Our main purpose is to work against politicians, advocacy, and those kind of work.
So you're an activist.
Yeah, and an activist without paid for 9 years. But I have my pensions, that doesn't matter. And I mean, now we have the Hep C bus, which is my baby.
Are you working with naloxone in Sweden? Is it possible to get it?
Yeah, it's possible to get it, and we have some back ways we get it from Swedish doctors, but the problem is that it has to be written to you, and you have to use it on yourself.
This is a problem, huh?
Yeah, a bit of old laws never happened the same thing before.
You need to be a part of a magician to do this.
Yeah, but that's going to be changed. But it takes time. I mean, change laws takes at least 2 selections in Sweden.
Do you see any difference in these all years you are working in the field of harm reduction? Do you see any changes in the attitude and policies and
Yeah,
atmosphere?
absolutely. The normal political parties, no, I don't see that much. But the youth organizations, which each politician party has, are backing us up on injection rooms, naloxone, free needles exchanges, better health care, better OST. I mean, they're on our way, so it's just a matter of changing the old guys out of them from the parliament and in with the new ones. And it goes pretty quick. I mean, there's 4 or 5 coming in this election next year. And the biggest thing we work with now is that we should have equal rights for everyone to get OST. Because somewhere in the south of Sweden you have to wait 5 days. In the northern part of Sweden you could wait until up to 7-8 years.
7-8 years?
To get in, yeah.
Why?
Because they say they don't have the money, they don't have the nurses, they don't have blah, 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 blah. Bullshit, political bullshit.
But I mean, we always perceive Sweden as very open and society. How comes?
We did. Everyone thinks about Sweden what it was in the 60s and the 70s. And in those days, I mean, Sweden was a paradise. But a paradise where you paid a lot in tax. A normal average worker paid 40, 42, 43% in tax. But on the other hand, everything was free.
But now it's not free.
No, they put down the taxes into 30%. But on the other hand, as poor, you have to pay basically everything. So they have divided the country to 2 parts: those who doesn't want to pay any more tax, and those who doesn't have anything and can't pay any more tax. And of course, we as the rest of Europe has come in some brown boots, and they have around nearly 25% of the in the parliament. There are 25%, which is scary, very scary.
Okay, any final words, to wrap this conversation?
Everyone thinks that Sweden is paradise. You can't even buy a syringe and a needle. it is €1,000 in fine if the custom finds it. You can't go to a pharmacy. You could go to a syringe exchange, but you need ID card. You can't have children. Your social worker will find out that you have it, and so on and so on. Of course not when they come to us. We give it away anyway. But
Sounds so ominous.
that means that only a few goes to the needle exchange, and those are the ones who already have all the diseases and have all the problems. We can't reach people under 35, 40 because they're scared.
Okay, thank you very much, Niklas.
Thanks yourself.